here we've got our first example, okay? And it's 7, and it's got these 2 dots, and 21, okay? And what we need to do is put this ratio in simplest form, okay? So this could signify something. We're going to talk about that later, but we just want to simplify it, okay? So I guess we can talk about it now, but it's like saying this: for every 7 boys, there's 21 girls, all right? So the ratio right out does like the boys to girls. So that's what it means, one quantity to another, okay? So what we look at is these two numbers. Is there something that it has in common? Now, some of you would have already noticed that 7 is in common for both of them. How many times does it happen to the first one? Once. And how many times does 7 go, looking at the number 7, go into 21? 3. And that is actually just how we do it. So that is simplifying ratios like 101. Now I want to show you a little cheat way. You know how all year we've been looking at the best ways of doing it? When there's two ratios, so there's only 1 and 2, the best way to do it is press your fraction button in your calculator and put 7 over 21, and you should get 1 over 3. Now that, can you see how it relates to that? So for the fraction button, there's a really good association with ratios. Okay, now there's just one thing I want you to notice. So instead of being 7 over 21, and it was 21 over 7, okay, well that should simplify to 3 over 1. But your calculator won't write it as 3 over 1, it will just write it as 3. So if you use this calculator method and you get just a whole number, make sure you go ... 1. Okay, so that's just a side note. Now I need you to write this in your books, all of this, okay? Okay, example 2. We're going to simplify this. Now the best way to do it is obviously in the calculator. Okay, so you put 450 over 200. But I'm just, like, you'll simplify and write the answer, and that's 100% okay. But I'm just going to go down here and explain it like this way. First thing I want to do is there's a 0 here and there's a 0 there, so I'm going to cross it out. Okay, there's no more zeros, so I'm left with 45, and that's not 45, 45, and 20. Okay, now I'll look for something common. I can see 5 is common to both of them. 5 happens 9 times into 45. 9 times 5 is 45. And 5 happens 4 times into 20. So 9 over 4 is our answer. And we can smile and move away. Now for many of you, this is as far as I want you to go. And I want you to do some questions. Now I'm going to leave some questions. Essentially what I want you to do is go to Mathletics. And then go to Learn, and then click on Ratios. Once you've done that, I want you to go, are you ready? And then start working your way through all the Mathletics questions. That way I can see who's done work and who hasn't. Alright, if you've gone down Mathletics and you're stuck because you've got fractions, move on to video. Okay, here we have fractions, and we want to simplify this. Now, in this case, we want to make it bigger, okay? We want to make it into a whole number. We don't like this fraction business, okay? So we need to multiply both sides, okay? So the calculator method won't work with this. We just need to do it another way. So what I want to do is I want to get rid of the fraction at the bottom. So I need to get rid of it by multiplying by a number. Now, the number I'm going to multiply is 10 because 5 times 2 is 10. So I'm going to go 10 times 10. Now you can do this in your calculator or you can do it in your head, but I'm going to show you how to do it in your head. 5 goes into 10 twice, so it's going to be 2, so it's going to be 6. And then this is going to be that. It's going to be 5. and so the answer is 6:5. Okay, now if you didn't understand, because I think I didn't do the best explanation, is the best way to do it is just to do it in your calculator, and you should, so do one side in your calculator, so maybe start with this side, and you get 6, and then you do this side, and you get 5, okay? Yeah, so see how you go with that. Now this one, the problem is, it's not just one fraction like these ones are, it's a mixed fraction. So we need to change this, okay? So to change it to improper fraction, now your calculator can do it, but if you can't remember how your calculator do it, the way we do it is we go 2 times 3, and that's the answer is 6, and then we go 6 plus 1, so whatever's at the top, so we get 7/3. And then we do it again, 1 times 4, so 1 times the big number, so that's 4, and then we go 4 plus 1, because of the number at the top. So both, it just happens that both of these are 1, so that's 5/4. Now the number we're going to multiply is 12, and that's because 3 times 4 is 12, so we're going to go times 12 times 12, and then we're going to, at this stage you can put this in your calculator and you'll get the left hand side, or you can put this in your, and then you'll, in the calculator you'll get your right hand side, but I'm going to do it the way showing everything. So we're going to cross that out. How many 3's going to 12? 4. So 7 times 4 is 28. How many 4's going to 12? 3. And then 5 times 3 is 15. Okay, so that is our final answer. Now that should be enough to keep you going all lesson. Peace out. I'll see you soon.